Not gonna lie to you guys, after I made my video a couple days ago about Mission Impossible and Sound of Freedom, I had no idea that Sound of Freedom just made more money than in Mission Impossible. I guess life happens. Now this week we have Barbie and Oppenheimer going on. They're at the top, and everyone in the media is screaming, "Oh my gosh, Barbie has made so much money. Barbie is now the biggest movie of 2023. It is inciting. People are going to see it by the droves." Will you calm down? Please. It's only been the first weekend. People always go to the movie on the very first weekend. It's what happens afterwards is when you need to be celebrating. Honestly, this is a situation where they are celebrating a little bit too early. Sure, Barbie has made over $100 million, $155 million from last time I checked. But there's not a lot of people excited to see this movie, especially with reviews coming out saying that the movie's just not that good. And it just doesn't give me excited to really see this movie. Granted, the movie Barbie is about the actual doll itself, the famous toy that we all know. But for me, nothing sounds really exciting than seeing some really rich blonde girl living off of dead daddy's money and her totally bisexual boyfriend Ken. The one movie, on the other hand, that I'm actually a little shocked that is not a little bit higher on the list, and that is Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer being about the man who created the atomic bomb that was thrown on Japan and the downfall of his life afterwards. That is a very interesting story. And not to mention, this movie is directed by Christopher Nolan, one of the best directors that is working today. And Christopher Nolan, he's made some fantastic movies. The Dark Knight, Inception, Dunkirk, you name it, he has done it. Directing-wise, acting-wise, music, you name it, it's got it. But there is one thing about Oppenheimer I'm a little bit worried about, because since the main character is a scientist, he's probably explaining scientific terms on how the atomic bomb works, or this, that, and the other. And Christopher Nolan is known in his movies for putting in that certain dialogue to explain certain things, such as Inception, this is how dreams work, or in Interstellar, this is how space or black holes and all that stuff works. That is his kryptonite. Granted, it's smart talk and they're the actual things, but we all didn't grow up with a PhD or graduate with spaceology or become an astronaut or any other type of stuff. So if you bring in this dialogue, you're just looking at an entire audience that is just staring there blankly going, "What?" That's what I'm a little bit worried about when it comes to Oppenheimer. Maybe that's the reason why it has not made as much money as maybe it should have. I'm just saying, dialogue-wise, it's not a strong suit. Story-wise, forget it. He knows how to put a story together. Christopher Nolan is the man that knows how to put stories together. And judging by Dunkirk is one of his best movies, he's really good at making historical pieces. Just as long as he doesn't go to outer space. Am I right, guys? But anyway, I think I gotta say, for the entire month of July, the biggest movie that has come out this month has got to be Sound of Freedom. People have been talking about this movie. People have been going to see about this movie. The media has been trying to cover up this movie. They have been talking insults to this movie. And all I gotta say right now is, in a year's time, when all this suddenly becomes important, and you suddenly want to back up saying, "Oh, we do not like child trafficking, and we don't like people that do this type of stuff. It is the epitome of slavery today." We're gonna show these tapes, all these clips that you have said, show it to you, and said, "Yeah, that's not what you said a year ago." I'm just saying, the media has a way of going one way and then switching on another and hoping that we would forget about it. And the only thing I want to ask right now is, would they apologize at that point for saying bad things about Sound of Freedom? Would they be able to apologize for that? Granted, some people may forgive them. Maybe they can forgive themselves. But I highly doubt that you can really live with the words that you are saying. They took a political road about it instead of instead of using it as a movie as it should have been. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the box office right now. Hope you guys enjoyed. What movie do you want to see, Barbie or Oppenheimer? Honestly, my money is on Oppenheimer. That is the movie I want to see. Barbie can disappear in the background like Mission Impossible did. But guys, whatever you think, comment down below. Also, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.